We sat through almost 5 hours. Almost 5 hours of that ball game. 5 hours. 5 hours. And that's what happened. Oh, man. Oh, man. Phillies. Oh, Joe Girardi. Oh, Phillies. Oh, Joe Girardi. Oh, Phillies. Oh, Roman Quinn. Oh, man. Man, like, I just, at this point, it's so comically bad. Like, is it even funny anymore at this point? I just feel sad. I feel sad watching this. I feel sad for everyone. My God. Honestly, not. I feel sad for the fans. I feel sad for myself watching this. I don't feel sad for the team because they suck. Oh my God, that was brutal. That was so brutal. Literally, it feels like every time something goes like an ounce right, it goes wrong, and 5 minutes later, like the extra innings. Are you serious? Are you serious, Familia? You learned that in Little Leagues. Go to cover first base. The dude didn't even run. The dude barely ran the first base to try to get Jock out. Okay, he tied in the 10th inning. Here comes Bilotti out there in the 11th. Bomb by Jock Peterson. Oh, yeah, well, another 9th-hole hitter. Does damage. And we struggle runners in scoring position. We have many chances to win this game. Oh, yeah, Joe Girardi loves to substitute Roman Quinn with substitute Nick Castellanos with Roman Quinn. Loves that. Loves that. In a huge spot in the bottom of the 11th inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Bryce Harper gets intentionally walked to load the bases. Roman Quinn comes up with the bases loaded. What the fuck did you expect? Like, seriously, anyone and their mother would know Roman Quinn is most likely going to get out in that situation, most likely strike out. It's so bad. It is so bad. So bad. So bad. And it's funny, too, because the bullpens was surprisingly solid for the most part, besides the extra, like, throw out the extra innings. Bullpen was surprisingly solid. Mainly, the back end type guys. Nick Nelson, he gave up those couple of runs to the Giants early on. Okay, he responded. Sir Anthony was electric, though. Sir Anthony was really good. Brogdon was really good. But then, just looking at the offense. 3 for 17. 3 for 17 with runners in scoring position. 3 for 17. The Giants weren't that good, but they scored runs. The Giants weren't that good with runners in scoring position. They were 5 for 18. We were 3 for 17. I am losing my mind. I am literally, like, seriously. I think I shouldn't be surprised. I still am surprised. I still am surprised at how bad this team is. How are you that bad? How are you that bad? This is not even me yelling at the team. I am, like, seriously confused. I am literally baffled on how bad this team is. How? My God. My goodness. Oh, my God. Oh. I'm running out of words anymore. I'm running out of words. I am. But before we get into the rest of this game, before we do that, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports. Most important thing you could do is hit that subscribe button. Also, drop a like on the like button as well. I would greatly appreciate that. If you're looking for all the latest Philadelphia sports news, recaps, and events, this is the place to be at, depending on the outcome. Great or very, very miserable, depending on the outcome. And if you are a current viewer of the channel, I'm grateful for you being here that long and looking to continue that down the road. And if you're looking for tickets to upcoming sporting events, concerts, whatever you can think of, use the code TTP Sports down below for $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. So get yourself the tickets to any event possible. Any event. Doesn't have to be the Phillies. It doesn't have to be the Phillies. Hell, if you want to go to Phillies, why not? Free $20 in your pocket. Use that to avoid the fees. Use that for parking, concessions, anything you can think of. It's a great deal. Use the code TTPSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Hopefully not for a Phillies game. Hopefully not. So the Phillies lose the second game of this series to the San Francisco Giants. They are now on a 5-game losing streak, and they are now 8 games below 500. The Phillies haven't had a 5-game losing streak since the COVID-shortened season. So it's been a little bit since they've had a 5-game losing streak. 8 games below 500. We're at that point. Man, it's bad. It's really bad. I see some people on the live feed right here. Channel name, how you doing? Intentionally walking Bryce Harper twice is just lame. Mr. W says, when is enough pain enough pain? Apparently it's never enough. Apparently we're just for some reason the sports gods just love to give us pain. Love to give the city of Philadelphia all the pain in the world. I just and yeah, even going back to like Bryce Harper intentionally walking, like it's the obvious move. If you're the Giants, you have Roman Quinn up with the bases loaded. That's an easy out. That is such an easy out. Bryce Harper's the best hitter. You take him out of the batter's box. That's the easiest play to go. Marie says, "Congrats, we are the second place team in PA now. The Pirates have a better winning percentage." Oh God, I'm gonna throw up. W says, "It's so predictable as well. As soon as Bohm tied it up in the 10th, I just didn't care." Channel name says, "We are arguably the most embarrassing team in baseball." I would go to Mr. W's point right here. We are the most embarrassing team in baseball. Not even arguably. The most. You could have put it to, the Cincinnati Reds at the beginning of the season when they were losing so many games, but they put some wins together. They're looking better. They're not a good team still, but they're not as bad as they were when they started. I think the Phillies are probably the most embarrassing team in baseball. Really in baseball. Willis says that I don't want to hear it anymore. It's not Joe's fault. He needs to go before this team goes on a mega downfall. Dude, it has to happen. It has to happen, man. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it is. It just has to happen. Just salty. So just this ball game in general. Rangers Suarez on the mound. Technically, he was better in previous starts. Still not good enough. The pitch count just goes up there, and he's out of there by the 4th inning. Literally out of there by the 4th inning. He only pitches 4 1/3 innings, or 4 1/3 innings. Pitch count was super high, 100 pitches going into the 5th. That's not what we need. That is not what we need from Ranger Suarez. 4 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Technically, Ranger Suarez didn't allow those 2 runs because of the 2 runs allowed by Nick Nelson. So those runs were charged to Ranger. So that happened in that situation. But still, you just can't. Ranger needs to go deeper into the ball game. That's 3 starts in a row now that he has not gone deep into the ball game at all. Dodgers, Braves, and now tonight. It's not good enough. It's not good enough from Ranger. Really, it just isn't. ERA is now up to 4.69. He's just so much struggling with command. He is struggling with command so much. I don't know what the issue is. I don't get it. I don't get it whatsoever. I knew he wasn't going to replicate what he did last year. That was just simply impossible. I knew last year was the outlier. But it's just, my God. My God. It looks like a complete 180 so far. The guy just can't locate. He has so much trouble locating, and teams are just fouling stuff off. It's what happens. It's what happens. The lineup, though, just not the best. Just going through this game in general. Ranger got out of a situation in the 1st inning. Leadoff single and a double. Got out of that situation, bases loaded too. So Ranger managed to get out of that tough situation. Basically, it's a boring game basically throughout the entire way. First runs don't come until the bottom of the 4th inning. Segura leads off with a single, then Bryce Harper doubles. And then you get Nick Castellanos grounding out. And then you get a Rhys Hoskins walk. So you get the bases loaded for JT Realmuto. And this is a very stupid situation. So grounds into a fielder's choice. Rhys Hoskins out at second base. JT called safe at first. But then the second base umpire decided to call both runners out because he thought Rhys Hoskins violated the sliding rule going into second base, which was terrible. A terrible call. Hoskins wasn't trying, like literally the guy was standing right on second base. Where was Hoskins supposed to slide? So easy challenge, easy overturn. It was an embarrassing call. Phillies go up 1-0 in that point. But still, I don't like that at bat by JT grounding out, though. I want more runs on the board in that situation because you know why? The Giants immediately take the lead in the very next inning. Leadoff single by Estrada. Caselli hits a single, so you get a first and second situation. Nick Nelson comes in for Ranger Suarez. Walks the first guy, La Stella, so you get a bases loaded situation. Gonzalez's doubles makes it a 2-1 ball game. And then Mike Yastrzemski hits a sac fly, make it 3-1. Yeah, that happens. That happened. So yeah, you instantly go up 1-0. Immediately the lead's gone. Minute something good happens, it's like a snap. It's gone. The good moment is gone. Bottom of the fifth, nothing happens there. Camargo got a single, but basically nothing. And also Schwarber walks. So you got a first and second situation with one out. Nothing happened. Go to the bottom of the sixth. Phillies managed to tie the ball game up. Nick Castellanos led off with a double. Rhys Hoskins single. JT single to score. Castellanos making it a 3-2 ball game. Then Alec Bohm walked, get the bases loaded. The Phillies had a lot of bases loaded situations in his games as well. Odubel Herrera, though, pinch hitting for Mickey Moniak. That is very questionable because there was a lefty on the mound at the current time. Or actually, they were bringing a lefty in to face Moniak. And then Joe Girardi decided to pinch it. Even though Moniak really, since, starting a couple of days ago, hasn't looked the best in the batter's box. I know Odubel has been hot on the road trip. He was good on the road trip batting-wise. But bringing in Odubel to face the lefty, kind of a weird situation. You pinch hit for the lefty, bringing in another lefty. The face a lefty just feels weird. And then Herrera grounds into a double play, scores a run, though. But still, it's a double play with the bases loaded. Scores a run, ties the ball game up. But you don't want to ground into a double play. You just don't want to do that. So, ball game's tied at 3. Top of the 7th inning, Nelson's still out there. And then Brogdon eventually comes on for the last 2 guys. He gets out of that situation. Phillies in the bottom of the 7th inning. After a leadoff walk by Schwarber, nothing happens there. Top of the 8th, nothing really happens there as well. Dominguez comes in for Brogdon. He gets out of that situation. Top of the 9th inning, Dominguez back out there on the mound. Dominguez was really good on the mound tonight. He was really, really solid. Phillies in the bottom half of the 9th inning. With 2 outs, Bryson stopped with a 2-out double. Then Bryce Harper gets intentionally walked. And then Nick Castellanos grounds out. So a chance to win the ball game in that situation comes to 9. Go to the top of the 10th. Familia comes out on the mound. And the most questionable, boneheaded, clueless, brain dead situation happens. Jock Peterson chops a ball. Oh, actually, it's a hard liner to Rhys Hoskins. No one's covering first base because Rhys is playing so deep in the field. No one's on first. Familia doesn't realize that for some reason. Here comes Jock Peterson hustling down the line. And then Familia's like, oh, shit, I got to get to first base. And he's safe. And a run scores on the play, too. Makes it 4-3. And then the rest of the inning goes weird. Familia's having trouble with his shoelaces. Hasn't tied them so much. Has trouble with the communicator in his hat. Has to get that replaced. Bases loaded. Somehow he gets out of it, though. Somehow he gets out of it. Without allowing another run. I have no idea how he got out of that inning, but he did. He did. Still, 4-3 ball game. Bottom 10. Nick Castellanos technically is the ghost runner. Roman Quindo comes in the sub for the pinch runner. Hoskins strikes out. JT pops up. And Alec Bohm singles up the middle. Got a little lucky. He bounced off the second base bag into the outfield, but still. RBI single tie ball game up. Go to the top of the 11th inning. Instantly. You know how I said earlier? When something good happens, it snaps right away to the other direction. That's what happened again. Bilotti out there. Walton. Once again, the 9th hole hitter. The same thing that happened yesterday. 9th hole hitter. Almost hit a home run. Doubled off the right center field wall. Scores at 5-4 ball game. Bilotti gets the next 2 outs. Still runner on second base. For some reason, for some odd reason, you have a free base there. Why aren't you walking Jock Peterson? When you have a right-hander coming up right at... Well, actually, I think it was a lefty coming up after, but still. Why aren't you walking Jock Peterson? Because you know why? He hit a moonshot. An absolute moonshot. Made it a 7-4 ball game into the second deck. And then Bellotti gets the next guy out. Bottom of the 11th inning for the Phillies. Ghost runner on. Schwarber walks. Bryce Harper gets intentionally walked. So technically base was loaded in that situation. 2 outs, Roman Quinn. What do you know? He strikes out. Fouls off a couple of pitches. Takes a couple of balls. 2-2 count. Strikes out. Change up down low. Phillies lose 7-4. Lineup today. Kyle Schwarber went over 3, but had 3 walks as well, so he managed to get on base. Gene Segura, though, he left this ball game early. I believe it was during one of the later innings. I believe it was like around the 5th or 7th inning. He was trying to bunt, and ball hit his fingers, and he immediately knew something was wrong in that situation. Probably a broken finger. Immediately got out of the ball game. Bryce and Stock came in for that situation, so that's not good. That is not good at all. So, Gene Segura, most likely, if it's a broken finger, going to be out for a little bit. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of Bryce and Stott. Bryce and Stott went 1 for 3 in his plate appearances since pinch hitting. Bryce Harper went 1 for 4, 2 walks in his ballgame. Nick Castellanos 1 for 5 with a run scored. Rhys Hoskins 2 for 4 with a run scored. JT Realmuto 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Alec Bohm 1 for 4 with an RBI. Mickey Moniak 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, so he has not looked good at the plate so far. Odubel Herrera goes 0 for 3. Johan Camargo goes 1 for 5. Like I said, 3 for 17 in runners in scoring position. 3 for 17. Rest of the pitching staff. Nick Nelson, 2 innings of work, 1 hit allowed, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Connor Brogdon, solid, 1 inning, 1 hit allowed, 1 strikeout on 16 pitches. Serafio Dominguez was really good, 1 2/3 innings, 0 hits allowed, 0 runs, 0 walks, 2 strikeouts on 22 pitches. And most likely he's not going to be available tomorrow because you know Joe Girardi. Familia in the 10th inning, 1 inning pitched, 3 hits allowed, 1 run allowed wasn't earned because of an error, 1 walk, 1 strikeout on 26 pitches. And Bellotti gets the loss, 1 inning pitched in the 11th, 2 hits allowed, 3 runs, 2 of those earned, and a home run allowed on 12 pitches. Joy. Absolute joy. I don't know. I want to see on Twitter, see if Joe Girardi said anything. Because, yep, there we go. From Jim Salisbury. Gene Segura has a broken finger. I called it. Absolutely called it. And it was funny, too. I was in my group chat earlier. And this was in the early stages of the extra innings in the 10th when Jock Peterson led off that inning. I said, incoming Jock Peterson bomb. I was right. Just happened an inning later. So, technically, I call that. I hate being right. And then I said during that as well, I swear to God, if Roman Quinn has to come up in a huge situation in this ball game, what do you know? He did. The base is loaded in the bottom of the 11th inning. I hate being right. I hate it. 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 Looking at the rest of it, I want to see if there's any Joe Girardi things talking right here, because I'm sure there's going to be from the ball game. Let's see. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Talking about Gene Segura. The X-ray revealed Gene Segura fractured his right index finger. He's going to get a CT scan tomorrow, so they're not sure who will fill in for him yet. Obviously, it's Bryce and Stott. That's the obvious choice at this point. Nothing else here. Nothing else here. Fans complaining about Joe Girardi. Jeff Passan. Oh boy. Here's Jeff Passan. Phillies lose again, 7-4, leaving the bases loaded in the 11th inning. That's 5 losses in a row. There are 21 and 29 and 12.5 back at the Mets in the NL East as the calendar turns to June. Perhaps the worst of all, they're not even the best team in Pennsylvania anymore because the Pirates are 20 and 27. I want to throw up. Joe Girardi in his press conference. Amy Fadul took a picture of it. He looks like he does not want to be here anymore. He looks like he does not want to be here anymore. Something has to change. Something has to change now. I don't know when it's going to happen, though. I don't know when it's going to happen. Girardi, this is from Michael Barkan. Girardi says, June has to be better. Last 2 weeks have been really frustrating. No shit, Joe. No shit. More going to the chat. Ryan says, honestly, you guys should look to rebuild and start from scratch because all these signings you make don't mean anything if you don't think you can win it all. And they're not going to blow it up. That's just not going to happen. They're not going to do it. Rick Ross says, can Jalen Hurts pitch? Maybe Ranger is a closer. Honestly, I think Saravia Dominguez should be the closer with the way he's playing. Oh, yeah. I didn't even see your comment there, Maurice. So thank you for that update there. Harry says, has there ever been a more predictable team? How do they follow the same script night after night? The Phillies lead the universe in player regression. What a train wreck. Bucket says, when do you think Girardi will be fired? Hopefully soon. Hopefully very, very soon. W says Girardi has to go in June. That was the longest half inning of my entire life. The 2017 Phillies were more fun to watch than this garbage team. BJ says, Phillies lost again. Ain't it like 5 in a row? Yes, it is 5 losses in a row for the Phillies. W says, I mean, that's a righty pitcher versus a lefty pitcher, Jock Peterson. Like, what the fuck do you expect? Bucket says, re-sign Ronald Torreyes and let him play. Oh, God. KC says, Bryce Harper may kill Roman Quinn, so he can't be subbed in. God. W says, you know it's bad when Jeff Passan gets involved. Oh, God. BJ says, is it me or the Phillies bullpen losing everyone? Yes. Philip says, I told you yesterday, it's the curse of Familia. As a Mets fan, I've lived this nightmare for years. He leaves and we start winning again. But the Phillies weren't winning before Familia got here. So I think it's a Phillies curse, dude. I think it's just a Phillies curse. Because they were losing before Familia got here. We've been losing for 10 years in a row. 10 years. Last year was our only winning year, and we were technically 2 games above 500. So, yeah. Yeah, not the best. Not the best stretch by this Phillies team. Oh, my God. I just... How? I just don't know. I don't know. I just can't help but laugh. Because it's funny. It is like so comically bad. I don't know how it can get more bad. I just don't. I literally don't understand how it can get this bad. Gotta at least enjoy the pain together. I don't enjoy this pain. I don't. I really don't. Lefty says, as a Mets fan, I have seen Familia blow more leads than I can count. I bet. I definitely bet. Michael says, let's go Mets. Yeah, no, I've been getting a lot of Mets guys in the chat recently, but if you want to go balls in the chat, go ahead. At the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything to me because this Philly team sucks. Ron says, what Phillies will be the first to go when they start the big sell-off to get the 20th? I don't think they're going to sell. That's just me. How does it get worse? Clubhouse issues and stories leaking of infighting. I haven't seen anything like that. I don't think I've seen anything with the infighting in the clubhouse. That's something I have never seen, actually. BJ says, since the 7-1 blown lead against the Mets, the Phillies bullpen has become the blow pen. Oh, boy. Bucket says, it also sucks that the Phillies are the only team in Philadelphia playing right now. Yeah, that definitely does suck. The Eagles can't come any sooner. They can't come any sooner. What are we in? Start of June. Training camp starts in July. Then preseason in August. So we're basically 2.5 months away from Eagles. Can't come any sooner. Can't come any sooner. Philip says, actually felt bad for Familia tonight when he kept tying his shoes, almost like he forgot that he was blowing another game. Michael says, I sympathize, but we also suffered while you guys were good and you stole Tug McGraw from us. Dude, I wasn't alive during the Tug McGraw days. No, honestly, I still feel this. I feel this. I keep thinking this to my mind every single day. The Phillies bullpen is forever cursed because Brad Lidge in 2008 went perfect in his save opportunities. That's why we're still cursed with the bad bullpen. We haven't had a good bullpen since then. Really, we haven't. Since Brad Lidge, how many games did he save that year? What was it, like 45 or something like that? Perfect season from him. I think we're cursed. Ron says, how could they not sell? Pitching sucks, bullpen sucks, defense sucks. They are a collection of low average power hitters. Need a Cobalt clubhouse clean. I just don't see it happening. That's just my personal opinion. I personally just don't see this team selling at all. It's not even like saying it like your point is. I just don't see it with the way this team is. I just don't. Lefty says, I know you're paying all too well. I'm just happy when the Mets suck. I at least have Gary Keefe and Ron to nub the pain. The best announced team in baseball. Sadly, like we don't have Kruk in the booth lately because he had his surgery. So hopefully everything's going well with him. So hopefully he gets back in the zoo. Like seriously, I gotta listen to Ben Davis. I gotta listen to Ben Davis every single game. Every single game, Ben Davis, and maybe and throwing a Ruben Amaro Jr. And Ruben's not that bad, but Ben Davis. Ben Davis. Oh. Ben Davis. Bucket says, was losing a locker room guy like McCutchen, Archie Bradley, and Brad Miller have anything to do with this team having no energy and being awful? Honestly, it shouldn't, because you brought in a guy like Kyle Schwarber, who's been on a bunch of winning teams throughout his entire career. That should be a whole boost to the locker room. Same thing with Nick Castellanos. He's been on a couple of good teams, even though the Reds, don't throw away the Reds. He was on, Detroit when they were good at the end of the stretch. He was on the Cubs when he was traded to them. He's still a professional hitter and respected player throughout this league. So it shouldn't have affected much, in my honest opinion. Rattle says, offense continues to fail with runners in scoring position, forcing us to rely on bench players like Stubbs, Quinn, and Camargo for a team that was built to put offensive powerhouse. That is bad. Yes. But honestly, Joe Girardi should not be constantly putting Roman Quinn in these spots and constantly pinch running him for guys like Nick Castellanos, because Nick Castellanos could have been up in that situation with the bases loaded. Just for instance. Because he most likely would have scored on that hit by Alec Bohm. Most likely. I think anyone would have scored on that hit by Alec Bohm. Scott says, just curious, getting a new manager with the same problems in bullpen, what would that change? Honestly, I have no idea. You just need to change something. And it starts with the manager at this point. And I've stated this. It's not always Joe's fault. This is not all on Joe Girardi. It isn't. He's part of the issue, though. Players are wholly underachieving completely because there are too many guys in this lineup that are too good to be this bad. A lot of guys in this lineup aren't this bad. So, I don't know. Does a new manager spark something? But yeah, you have a bullpen issue. Most ardently, yes. As always, what else is new with the bullpen? What else is new? It was supposed to be better this year. I guess we thought wrong. Channel name, can you expect there to be good chemistry when we sign some guys and we got some good young guys coming up trying to get some starting spots? I mean, we should have. We should have at least. Should have. Casey says, at this point, feels like a confidence issue. Hitters can hit, pitchers can pitch, but they lack any type of confidence. Yeah, that's definitely an obvious point there. Like, some of these guys just don't look like they're confident in what they can do, especially when pitchers come out there on the bump. Like, seriously. Your offense ties it for you, and then you go out there and immediately cough up the lead. It's like when other teams face our pitchers, they're like, oh yeah, this is going to be an easy run. Like, seriously, the only guy I could probably see in that bullpen is literally going up to the phone and saying, Joe Girardi, give me the fucking ball, is Sir Anthony Dominguez, because he has been our best reliever this year. Sir Anthony Dominguez has been fantastic. Sadly, he can't pitch every single inning. Sadly, he can't. Rattle says, Phillies are a few games away from having a worse record than the Pirates. That's what I meant to say. Philip says, at least you guys have the best post-game show in baseball. It's pure gold. Honestly, I can't stand Michael Barkant. I love Ricky Pitalico, though. I do. Casey says, Girardi needs to move Castellanos from behind Harper if he's going to keep Segura out. It's an awful line of construction if that's the plan. Honestly, I couldn't tell you, man. He's just got to stop subbing out Castellanos. This is what, 3 games so far where Roman Quinn has had to come up because he subbed out Castellanos for Roman Quinn. 3 games so far in a row, maybe. He did it a couple of times during the Mets series. I think it was 2 times in the Mets series and today. So 3 times. Not in a row, but 3 times. In not even 5 days. 4 days, maybe. Channel name just says, just pray we can survive a hard schedule for a few more weeks and see a comeback. Hopefully. At this point, hopefully. I don't know. I can't guarantee anything with this Phillies team. Just can't. Rattle says the offense not scoring with runners in scoring position has been a season-long problem. Yeah, that's been a problem. That has been a huge issue. BJ says Phillies should be a winning team, but they are playing like this. It's so bad than 2015 Phillies. Yeah, right now they're just bad. They're bad. I don't know how to get out of it. I don't know. Does a new manager spark this? You're going to have to make a move regardless. Like, you just cannot let this sit around and do nothing. Like, that's the thing. You just can't sit around and let this do nothing. Let's see. Okay, this is from Alex Coffey of the Inquirer when she was talking to Joe Girardi during the press conference. June has to be better. These last 2 weeks have been really frustrating for our club. We've had a lot of tough losses. Last 2, the way we lost in extra innings, it's been really tough. We've had opportunities to win. We just haven't been able to do it. No shit. Let's see. Girardi said Familia was late on that play in the 10th inning. He called it a fielding error. It's called baseball 101. Those things add up. In close games, when you don't make those plays you're supposed to make defensively, it usually costs you, and it cost us a lot recently. Really. And apparently there's a comment right here that I'm seeing from Schwarber that's popping up. I need to see this. Because I'm not seeing the entire thing. Where's it at? I go on to it. Maybe just look up. Where's it at? Where's it at? Apparently during his press conference, he said it is what it is. I have no idea what that means. But it's not because I need to hear the entire comment. I really do. Lefty says at least you scored more runs than the Nationals tonight. Oh boy. It's funny as you say that. I see the Nationals Twitter page put up a meme just saying I just wanted to stop. I'm trying to see this Kyle Schwarber comment though. This is like the entire quote. I'm trying to see that. There's anything here? Where is it at? It's the one thing I'm trying to figure out this Castellano tweet because Barkan does this. He'll tweet out things to where you don't know what the context is. That's the thing. That's why I'm not looking at this because now it's showcasing it like Kyle Schwarber doesn't give a shit, which that is not the case. I'm sure these players care. I'm sure Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, they come in here saying, "Oh, I don't give a shit now. I don't care if we don't win." Blah 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 blah. I don't think that's the case. I'm sure these guys care, and now it's a bad look. I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's really just I don't know. Rattle says offense is so bad that you might as well still have players from the rebuild like Cameron Rupp, Tommy Joseph, Cody Ashe, Freddie Galvis, Cesar Hernandez, and Maikel Franco. Oh God. Maikel Franco, what do you mean the best 8th hole hitter in baseball? KC, you see the Nationals Nickelback meme? Say what you want, but at least they're having fun with losing. Scott says the Avalanche scored twice as many goals as the Phillies scored. Oh my God. Yeah, I watched that game was crazy between the Avalanche and the Oilers. That was crazy. I had it on the other television. 7-6. Jesus. Daniel says, Phillies fans, please step back from the ledge, my friends. I promise it will get better. Do you? Do you? BJ says, imagine the Phillies lose 100 games this year. That'll be ridiculous if that happened this year. I don't want to imagine it. Please don't envision it, please. Please. Please don't envision it. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. No, no, no. Pretend you didn't say that. Just pretend you didn't say that. Don't want to. Don't want to imagine it. Just don't. Just don't. Don't want to imagine it. I don't. Oh God. Like seriously, it just feels like we're in rock bottom. I think overall, it's the for some reason it's the team fucking. I feel like it's a team culture problem. I don't know if that's just like because it's just like when we're looking at guys that come to this team and they just automatically suck when these guys that come here have good track records and they come to the Phillies and they automatically suck. I don't think that's the case. I think the team culture issue is a problem. I don't know if that's like from the spark of the Clintac McPhail era with how much losing they installed and how much terrible things, were going on there. That's part of the thing what David Dabrowski was brought here for was to fix the entire goddamn team from the bottom up. From the minors all the way up to the major league squad. Like seriously. Like I'm sure Dave is doing something to fix the culture. It's a long process to get the stink off of it. Right now, Bryce Harper is still your best. For some reason, Bryce Harper is the guy that's the stink is not affecting, though. Something's got to change, though. Casey says, as a former Mets fan, you aren't close to rock bottom. You're closer to getting arrested in the clubhouse for assaulting his father-in-law. That's rock bottom. Wait, what? That's a weird analogy. That's a weird analogy. It's just an uber frustrating time. It really is. Francisco, oh God. On the bright side, Rhys Hoskins made a great play in the field and tagged out Jock Peterson from second. That was actually really funny when that happened. Freaking Rhys Hoskins running all the way to the other side of the area just to get Jock Peterson out. The Phillies are the creed of Nickelback of baseball. Slow and infuriating while been in one of the most monetarily successful groups in history, just like the rock music Creed and Nickelback. Yeah, Creed and Nickelback have some pretty nice songs, though. They're not good bands, but some of their songs I do like. Not gonna lie. Man, I just don't know how to describe anything. It's just, I don't know. I honestly just don't know. I'm just running out of words. I'm just running out of things to think. Like, I watch this team every single night. Dan, I wish Chase Utley could do something. I wish we could rejuvenate Chase Utley. I really wish. I wish we could find the fountain of youth for Chase Utley. Bring him back. Problems would be solved. But it wouldn't. But it would be nice to have Chase Utley back around. Oh my God. I just don't know. Don't know. I'm trying to think. Someone posted a picture of the 2022 Phillies, but it's a record player that has a sticky note on it that says does not work, but could be fun to fix. What an exclamation point. Rattle says, where's Sean Rodriguez when you need it? Need him to insult everything that he touched the Phillies. What, to where he can insult the fans for booing? No, I don't need Sean Rodriguez on this Phillies team. I don't. Is there any more with anything else here? Anything else here from the game? I don't think so. I don't think so. Daniel says, on the bright side, you have the second best mascot behind him. No, that is a lie. The Philly Fanatic is the best mascot. That is a lie. That is a lie. So I guess if we go to the rest of the games, well, not the rest of the games, the rest of the series, I guess, because there's one more game left. We got tomorrow, which is a 6:05 start, odd timing. Nola on the mound going up against Carlos Rodon. Nola coming off an amazing performance against the Braves. Can he give us another amazing performance tomorrow? I have no idea. It's going to be hot in Philadelphia tomorrow. I know that. Nola is a hot weather pitcher. Maybe. Can't guarantee you anything, though, with this Phillies team. Really can't. But it's like Nola has been the problem, though, this year. He's been the far from the worries this year from this Phillies team. It's everything else. So we got that game tomorrow. You got the weekend series with the Angels. I do want to try to go to that series just because I do want to see Trout and Ohtani because that's just like a rare occurrence. I want to see that, though, in person. Scott says we truly need a win so we can have a positive, happy conversation. One win isn't going to make it a positive, happy conversation because something bad is going to go on in the game where the Phillies have like a 5-2 lead in the 8th or the 9th inning, 2 outs, 2-2 counts, bottom of the 9th or top of the 9th actually, and Corey Knebel's going to give up 3-run bomb to get the tie the ball game up. That's what's going to happen. Or not even not at the game time, like a 2-run shot to make it a 1-run ball game with 2 outs. That's what's going to happen. Something to really sour the mood. That's what's going to happen. But like I said, going to this Angel series, Eflin on the mound, Wheeler, Gibson on the mound as well. So I definitely want to try to go to one of these 3 games because, like I said, it's a rare occurrence just to see Trout and Ohtani, 2 of the best players in Major League Baseball. It's sad that Ohtani's not pitching during the series, but you still get to see him DH, so that's gonna be a good thing. And it's because it's weird too, because because of the way the schedule is, to where when you play interleague play, it's usually like 1 year you play the AL East, 1 year you play the Central, 1 year you play the West, and then you sprinkle in the teams that you play on a yearly basis. Like the Phillies, the teams they always play from the American League on a yearly basis are like the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. So at least we're getting this rare occurrence where we're playing the Angels at home, get to see Mike Trout come back home. So I want to try to go see that live. Definitely. Have you seen the Phillies play all the other 29 teams live? No, I have not. I'm trying to think. I know I've been to a lot of Mets games, been to a couple of Nationals, been to a good amount of Nationals games, Marlins games. What else? Braves games. I think I've been to a Yankees game, been to a Cubs game, I believe, Cardinals many times, Dodgers, Padres, Giants. I believe I've been to a Giants game, Diamondbacks. Honestly, I could have seen every National League team. That's a possibility. I just can't think of off the top of my head because it's like when I was a kid, me and my father like had the Sunday package. I think during 2006. So we had that. So we saw a lot of Sunday games. And he also sprinkled in a couple of weekend games as well, like Saturday or like a Friday night or something like that. And then, 2007, we went to a good amount of games. There would be many moments like during the bad years where I got a lot of tickets for my cousin because he's a partial season ticket holder. So sometimes he gives me tickets. So sometimes I get to go there. So there's an option there. But I definitely do want to see this weekend's game now. The Angels, that'll be the first time I think I see the Angels in person. Casey says, at this point, Phillies fans need to forget the Mets and focus on the Braves and Marlins. Oh, yeah, definitely. Lefty says, same here. I've had the same thing with my dad at Shea. That's a good thing. Yeah, the other ballparks that I've been to in my lifetime are Nationals Park and Dodger Stadium last year. Dodger Stadium wasn't for a Phillies game, no. It was for when I was visiting family out in California. And I just said, I want to see a Dodgers game. So I saw Dodgers Giants. And it was the I'm trying to think. It was the game against the Giants where Pujols got robbed of the walk-off home run, where the Giants won in extra innings. I think it was that one. Because the Dodgers tied it on a game-tying home run, and then Pujols almost had a walk-off shot. That was the game I was at. I was sitting in the bleachers in left field. The Washington game, though, that was a Phillies game. The Dodgers one wasn't, though. I think those are the only 2 ballparks I've been to in my lifetime. I don't think I've been to another one. Almost went to PNC with one of my buddies, but then something came up. I do want to see other stadiums, though. I want to see Boston. I want to see PNC because of that beautiful view of the skyline. Honestly, go to a New York game just to experience a Phillies-Mets game there. Would be something. Wrigley. Definitely would want to see Wrigley. Yankee Stadium, I guess, but that's going to be uber expensive. Baltimore. I know Baltimore is a beautiful stadium. A lot of people love that place. And there's a lot of ballparks definitely to see. Definitely something that's in the future. Life and Sports Talk with Jake. What's up, Mariners fan here? Oh, I got a Mariners fan here. That's surprising. Mariners fan here. I feel the pain, bro. I feel it. Yep. Two teams right here with the longest playoff droughts in baseball. I'd open a cold one for both of us, but they're going to water. It's too late. It's 12:30. I'm not having a beer that late at night. But still, yeah. I feel your pain as well. Dude. Weren't the Mariners supposed to be good this year, too? After the great year they had last year, just barely missing the playoffs? Man, expectations, man. They suck. Mitch Haniger, bro. Great right fielder. We lost till the All-Star game. Injuries suck. Jeez. Rattle says it's pathetic that a player with a torn UCL is the best offensive player. This could only happen with the Phillies. Well, I guess the one thing is the UCL tear isn't affecting his bat. He's not feeling it when he's in the batter's box. So I guess that, but it's also like, yeah, the player with the UCL tear is your best hitter still. And thankfully that guy is Bryce Harper, but still, like, right now your most consistent hitters still have been Bryce Harper, Gene Segura, and Alec Boehm. Now Gene Segura is going to be out of the lineup for an extended period of time with the broken index finger. So there you go. Or fractured index finger. We'll just call it broken for easy sake. Yeah. Overall, pain. Sucks. Absolutely sucks. This Phillies team. They are an anomaly. Major anomaly. You wish the Mariners got Castellanos? Didi comes back. Segura goes bye-bye. Yeah, Didi apparently in his first rehab game tonight, hit a home run on the first pitch of the ball game. So hopefully we get that bat back. Because most likely, Didi comes back eventually. You'll see him play shortstop. And most likely your option at second base is Bryson Stott. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Bryson Stott more. So hopefully he finds a way to wake his bat up in the majors. Because right now, he's still too good for minor league baseball. But right now, he looks overmatched in the majors. But hopefully maybe that double he got in the ninth inning today wakes him up a little bit. Hopefully. Rattle says if everyone got injured, then maybe the offense would turn it around. You should lower your expectations so you aren't disappointed. Well, then I guess that ruins the fun. That ruins the fun then. What's a season without expectations? I guess. I mean, honestly, if you're thinking about Mets fans' perspective, the past so many seasons before this year, you had a lot of expectations, and they always failed. This year, they're living up to them at least. But yeah. Sucks. I'm running out of words to say. Want to talk expectations? Robbie Ray has been awful this year. Well, I'm not speaking to you specifically, Daniel. I'm speaking like a lot of Mets fans had expectations the previous years, and they got it torn. Rattle says, I hope the Phillies continue to be consistently bad, so I don't need to watch the game. Like, then, like, I can't hope for my team to be bad. Like eventually, yes, it's like you say that, like, right now we're in a bad spot, like, yeah, but a lot of Philly sports teams. Hopefully the Eagles, with the good offseason they have, they can build off last year and build off this offseason and have a really good year. Sixers, continuous pain of losing in the second round. Flyers, bottom feeder in the NHL right now. And Phillies. There have been moments where every team in Philadelphia is good, and there have been moments where every team in Philadelphia is bad. We're right in the point where we're experiencing a lot of pain. It'll turn around now. It'll turn around. Everything does at the end. Everything does at the end. That's what I hope, at least. That's what I hope at least. Casey says, really, Phillies and Marlins feel like the same teams right now. Good starting pitching, shady bullpen, inconsistent offense. Difference is the Marlins didn't shell for the luxury tax. Oh, God. Oh, God. Or shell out for the luxury tax. Oh, boy. Rattle says, I just don't want them to give me hope because they'll suck me in once again. But just, this is what I'm doing at this point. They got to, I'm not going to be sucked in. They got to prove it to me. Like, I'm still going to watch the games. Yeah, I'm still going to root for my team. But I'm not going to get overly hyped until they prove it to me that they can change it around. Until they prove it to us that they can actually be a good ball team. That's what I'm taking right now. Daniel says the NL East needs to start stepping it up so people can start. That's sadly that's the case. Sadly, that is the case. It's always like one team at the top, and then the rest are like either below 500 or at 500. Like the NL East has not been good for the NL East has not had like a lot of good teams for a while. Michael says Harper to the Mets at trade time. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Mets don't need Harper, and bottom line, that trade is not going to happen. Bryce Harper is committed to the city of Philadelphia. I love him for that, but he's also a madman for that. Still, it feels weird that tomorrow's game's at 6. I don't know why. It just feels weird. So, well, let me refresh Twitter for the last couple of times just to see if anything else pops up before we end this off here, because it is getting a little bit late. Getting almost close to 20 of 1 a.m. Go Raiders. Where the Raiders come from? Where the Raiders come from? This is a village chat. Yeah, because I probably mentioned Eagles earlier. So, Casey says everyone has to stop comparing last year to this year for the Mets. Mets at most go to 11 games over 500 last year and only had a 5-game lead. Very different. Yeah, the Mets are a very different team this year. Very different. Very, very different. If the Phillies waste talents of signed players. Yeah, that's what the Phillies' MO has been lately. That's what it's been. Exactly wasting the career of Bryce Harper so far. And I feel like everyone's going to be taking this Kyle Schwarber tweet a little bit too extreme, because I don't think that's the entire story. Rattle says they won't have anyone to replace because of their poor farm system. Yep. That's what Dave Dombrowski is here to fix as well. So hopefully their drafting is better and their development's better. Trying to think. Anything here? Anything here? Yeah, I don't think there is. Well, I think we're going to end it off here, everyone. It is getting late at night. I do appreciate everyone here for joining the stream. As always, I appreciate everyone here that joins in the live feed, joins in the conversation, and joins in the Phillies conversations. Daniel says, I hope the Phillies get swept by the Giants. They're probably going to be. Hopefully, Nola has something to say about that, but they're probably going to be. So, thank you, everyone here, for joining the live feed, joining up and everything like that. Do not forget to hit the like button. Do not forget to leave comments in the comment section down below. I like to see those as always. Do not forget to check out the painted lines and everything else that is down in the description below. BrodesMedia, the Fired Up Podcast, everything like that. I definitely recommend that. Also, I recommend hitting that subscribe button. I will greatly appreciate that. And also use the code TTPSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase at SEATGEEK. One more comment here. I just want to say I like you because you seem like you're level-headed. Thank you. Thank you, Lefty. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be as even-keeled as I am. Like, I'm not like your typical Philadelphia sports fan. I'm passionate, but I'm not a typical Philadelphia sports fan. I'm not. Casey says, should at least stay on till the Braves game ends. Hell, where are they playing at? I just want to see. Where are they playing at? They're playing in Arizona. I am not putting that audio on. I am not trying to get copyrighted here. I don't even think I can even watch this on television. Brought the good old MLB 66. What are they in the bottom of the ninth inning right now? 6-5 Braves. It looks like yes, they are in the bottom of the ninth inning. Don says can't wait for 2080. Please don't say that. I'll be like 80 something years old at least. I don't want to think that. I don't want to think that. I just turned 24. I'm already old as it is. I don't want to wait that far. I know I said I'd just end the video, but fan just ran on the field. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I guess I'll watch this Braves ending then. I'll watch this Braves game, then I'll end off the stream. Why not? I know I already did my sign off, but I'll watch this Braves game. See what happens. Watch it on the other feed right next to me. I'll just watch it on the other screen right here. Okay, Kenley Jansen up here in the ninth inning. Let's see what happens. This is why I definitely need a dual monitor setup. I need to get that eventually, though. Okay, Kenley Jansen with the first pitch. And it's right down the middle for a strike. Thomas is up at bat for the Diamondbacks. 0-1 count. Kenley Jansen, 6-1 record. This is career versus the Diamondbacks. Jeez. Second pitch on the 0-1 count. That is ball. That was close. That was close. There was a Braves fan in the background. Your NHL playoff beard makes you look older. I do get that a lot. I get that a lot. My beard does make me look older. But I am 24. To be surprised to everyone else, I am 24 years old. And here comes the 1-1 pitch from Jansen. Fouled off by Thomas. 1-2 in the count. Daniel saying, come on, Arizona. I don't know. Does Arizona have the Bryce Harper in them to get, the blown save for Kenley Jansen? No, Thomas lines it right over the shift, and that's a leadoff single. Diamondbacks got a runner on. No outs. Bottom of the ninth inning. Just right over the shift. That was a wicked liner. It was good. It was a good hit. Good hit by Thomas. I guess I'll put up the MLB Network on the television. The Pirates are beating the Dodgers. Wow. 4-3 in the eighth for the Pirates. So we got Perdomo up at bat for the Diamondbacks. 0-1 count so far. I don't know. Can the Diamondbacks find a way to walk it off on Kenley? Casey says Pirates had a comeback last night after blowing the lead. All the Mets fans in my chat are saying, let's go Diamondbacks. Daniel says everyone and myself included thought the Diamondbacks would be terrible this season, but they have played well. Yeah. The Diamondbacks have been a surprise. Sadly, there's a stacked NL West, though. They're in a very stacked Western Division. With the Dodgers and the Padres really running away with it, and then you get the Giants there too. The Giants don't look as good as they were last year, but they're still they're still a good team. Let's see, Perdomo 1-1 count, runner on first base, 0 outs. Jansen tries to pick off attempt at first, no dice there. Lefty says, glad the Mets played them at the beginning of the season when they were not that good. Perdomo tries to bunt, pops it up right to Matt Olson. That was a terrible bunt. I don't know what he was trying to do with there. And you got freaking Olson. You got Albies laughing. What was that situation? Like, what were you trying to do there? Wait, so today is Tuesday, right? Well, now it's Wednesday technically. So I was gonna say, Thursday the Phillies don't play. That's a day off, and really nothing else is going on. Would you guys, if I were to do like, because I think Thursday is, would that be? Let me see. We got Marte. Ketel Marte is batting 9th. He's batting 9th. Why? Are his numbers that bad this year? 256, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs, and a 722 OPS. Oh, he's not having that good of a year so far. Let's see, for Thursday. If I were to do maybe just a hangout stream Thursday night for, a single right there by Ketel Marte moves the runner over the third base. Got a first and third situation. Oh, he was a pinch hit. Okay. Marte wasn't playing. There we go. So if I were to do just a hangout stream, watch party possibly for Edmonton versus Colorado, game 2 of that series. That's an 8 o'clock game. No Phillies that night. Would you guys be willing to join that? Like, I wish it was more of a Tampa Bay Rangers game, just because I know I have more New York guys in the chat right here. They would probably want to join that in, but sadly that's not the case. Would you guys be willing to join that? To the people that are still in the chat. So we see KC says, unfortunately, won't make it. Probably be busy in Chicago. Mr. 89 says he'd join. Yeah, we'll see how the day goes. I wish it was more Rangers Tampa Bay, even though the Edmonton game was really. Daniel says, you'll only join my streams when the Phillies lose. What? So if I were to. So what if I didn't stream during a Rangers game, since you have a New York Rangers picture as your avatar, you wouldn't join that? If I didn't stream the Tampa Bay Rangers game or something like that? VAR show up, 1-1 count, 1 out, man. Runners on first and third base. This game's going to go on for eternity, is it? That was just a bad pitch by Jansen. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Varsho. Ball 2, 2-1 count. Jansen can't locate right now. I love how this is turning like into a Phillies recap into watching the Braves game at the end. I just love that for some reason. Even though these past couple of Phillies recaps have been just turning into like talking at this point. Jansen, Casey says Jansen's starting to overthrow a bit. Fastball is leaking away. Yeah, definitely. Two one count right here. Let's see what Varsho can do. 2-1 pitch from Jansen, and it looks like timeout was called. God damn it, just prolong the inning any further. Mullet petition for Alvarado. Well, hell, welcome, man. Welcome to the chat. Mullet says, might as well sign the freeze over Quinn. Couldn't be worse. Oh, oh my God, he just missed it, didn't he? He just missed it. But it's a tie ball game now. Tie ball game. That's a sack fly. That is a sack fly, and ball game is tied 6-6 apiece in the bottom of the 9th inning. I thought he had it. I thought that was gone. I thought that was gone off the goddamn bat. Well, Kenley Jansen blows the save. How many blown saves does Jansen have this year? Because I knew he blew the one to Bryce when he hit the 2-run go-ahead shot. This is another blown save. I'm not sure. I know Jansen has been good mostly this year, but how many blown saves does he have this year for the Braves? That's his third. Oh, wow. So tonight, the blown save to Harper. When did he blow another save? Was it like more earlier in the year, or was this like he's going through a stretch where he's just blowing saves? The stutter. Got Rojas up at the plate. 2 outs. Runner on first. Ball 1. Can Rojas win the game for the Diamondbacks so we don't have to go into extra innings? Rojas is 2 for 4 with a double and a single. Let's see. Rojas. 1-0 count. Jansen with the pitch. Ball 2. Jansen really cannot locate right now. Casey says, by the way, if you ever get yourself to Phoenix, check out Chase Field. Go for it. Beautiful and ground ballpark, and you need to try the Chero Dog. I've heard about the Chero Dog, though. I've seen a couple of like people on YouTube when they do like MLB ballpark stuff. They always eat the Chero Dog. Yeah, Chase Field would be something I would like to see too. And Arizona Heat definitely would mix with me though. It's hot as shit in Philadelphia though. These past couple of days, I don't like the heat. Pitch from Jansen. That is ball 3, trying to steal the base, and he does. Ketel Marte safe at second base, so the winning run is at second base now with 2 outs. I wonder if they'll just walk Rojas to put the runner on to get the double. Well, not even a double play intact, but just 3-0 count. Might as well walk him. That was a good steal by Marte. It was a good throw by Darno, too. Marte just got a better jump. Yep, they will intentionally walk Rojas. 2 runners on now, first and second base, 2 outs. Who is coming up now for the Diamondbacks? Luplow. He is 0 for 1 today. Or tonight. Jordan Luplow, 0 for 1 with a ground out in the 8th inning, so I'm assuming he came in as like a defensive substitution. Jansen setting up for the first pitch, doing a lot of freaky moves. First pitch, that is strike 1. Luplow does not agree with it. Lefty says, do you think they will win it here? Hopefully. Honestly, hopefully. Because I am not in the mood for another extra inning game. I just went through one that was 5 hours long. Okay, 0-1 count to Luplow. Jansen with the next pitch. Strike 2. Swing and a miss on a fastball up in the zone. 0-2 count right here. Luplow has a chance to win the ball game with a single possibly. Single definitely scores Marte. But I would assume the Braves are playing shallow. So if he can get one in the gap or get one down the line, this ball game is definitely over. But still, 0-2 count right here. Jansen with the pitch. See what happens. And oh my God, how is that not strike 3? Wow. 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 He called that a strike earlier, though. In the same at bat. That was literally the same as the location of strike 1. He called that a ball. Okay then. 1-2 pitch from Jansen coming up. Pitch to Luplow. That is okay. He did call it strike 3. I was going to say, you're going to miss 2 strikes in a row. And the Braves and Diamondbacks are going to extras. And I am not sitting around for that. Not another one. I'm sorry. I see a comment right here from Daniel saying, I thought for sure Quinn was going to hit a walk-off grand slam. Yeah. In your dreams. In your dreams. Ump has been great on either side tonight. Yeah, that definitely explains it for that. But like I said, everyone, I thank you everyone here for joining the stream. I am not sitting around for another extra inning ball game. I did that for 5 hours tonight. Not doing it again. So I appreciate everyone here that joined the stream. Appreciate for the next conversation, most likely tomorrow after tomorrow's Phillies game, seeing what happens after that. So I'll see you next time. Like I said earlier, don't forget to drop a comment, drop a like, check out everything in the description below, hit the subscribe button, use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek, and I'll see everyone next time.